business is my greatness tracker, right?
What is that?
It is a form
Okay.
that sets up theme days for the day. For example, on Mondays, I'm calling my top 40 agents, right? Tuesdays, status updates for all my files. Calling listing agent, buyer's agents, title, escrow.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, my pre-approvals. Thursdays, my past clients. And Fridays is VIPs.
Got it.
And or builders. And then weekends are open for whatever I want to do, right? But I have to hit those theme days every single day. I have to make a minimum of 75 phone calls a week.
That's a lot of calls.
It is.
I don't think I'd make that up in 2
It
months.
is. But if you think about it, 13 calls a day, 20 calls a day.
Yeah.
It goes by super fast. And it only takes me 2 to 3 hours to get through my phone calls. Then I go into lead generation every single day. I'm prospecting, right? And I'm coaching up my agents. What are you doing? What do you got planned this week?
Isn't it crazy?
What's your goal?
Isn't it crazy that I think that is the number one problem in this industry, that this is what I can't figure out with real estate agents, to be honest. And I would love for an agent to sit right here and ask this question. I might go out of my way to find someone to sit here and talk to them. You know what, agent, let's put that on the list. Let's find an agent who's stayed at a broker, has been in the brokerage for like 5 to 10 years, that does no business, and I'll ask them why they never leave. But anyways, it's like they work for someone. They pay them when they actually do a deal. That person makes probably a decent chunk of change off of them, I would say. But their lender is the one having to coach them. Right. How does that make any sense? Like, and then it's like, as brokers, it's like I know it's a numbers game, and I know whatever, but it's like, if your average agent, an average transaction or deal in your office is 2.
Right.
Like, that's, you know what? That's a question for every agent out there. If you're going to go switch to a team or switch to an office, ask them, what is your average deal? What your average agent does in this bit? Not your number one. What is your average? I want every single agent that works here. If you work at a Remax and there's 100 agents there, what does the average agent do there? Add them all up.
I just read a stat.
I bet you it's 2.
I just read a stat. I think it was Carr that stated that the average agent closes 3 transactions a year.
Oh, I think Tom Ferry came out with something the other day. It was like 1 million agents or something haven't closed a deal this year already.
Right.
1 million out of like 2 million. So over half of agents haven't closed a deal this year.
Right. So why is that? Are they in it?
Well, a lot of them are just part-timers is one. And then 2, I think a lot of agents are so fearful of making changes. Like, I've switched 4 brokerages now, and I would switch again. I don't know. Right. Like, someone asked me yesterday, would you ever switch? I'm like, yeah, of course. I don't know. Right. If I felt like I needed to, 100%. I just think they move so slowly, and they're so sucked up and like, well, I like this person and I like that person. I like my office and I like this, and I don't know if I can go over there. I'm scared. I don't know if I can keep up. Like, they're just intimidated.
So
then you wonder why they do no deals.
Do you think a broker or the location, the place you're working at, makes a big difference, 100%. Or is it something further than that?
I think deeper than that. I think it's 2 things. I think I think if you're meant to be successful, you'll be successful. I've been successful at every brokerage I've at.
Right.
That was not the last brokerage I was at. That's the one thing I said to him. I said, every single person has to do at least 20 million to be interviewed to come to your brokerage. They were already successful when they got here. Right. So if they continue to be successful, they were already successful. Anyways, not here.
So what makes them successful? Do they have a game plan? Do they have a process in place?
I mean, I think everyone's different. Like, I wish I was more structured like you are. I'm totally not, And so there's definitely, I just think you have to lean into your strengths and just kind of find out like what makes you good. Like, it's hard for me to coach other agents, I will be honest, because like I don't prospect. I've never cold called. I've never door knocked. I don't do those kind of things. I have charisma. I'm good at sales. I don't lose opportunities. Like, I'm very quick.
But that didn't come overnight, right?
Well, I think it came from baseball, to be honest. It came from umpiring. Yeah. Like, it didn't come from real estate. I had it when I got into real estate. I mean, I took my first listing 6%, like 3 weeks into a random online lead, and I totally shit the bed on it. Never sold the house, put it in escrow, it fell apart. Like, it was the worst deal ever. And it cost me a lot of money, like, now that I think about it. But I just think that too many people get into real estate for the wrong reason, and they need to quit quicker. Be like, this isn't. I tell some agents that I mentor and I have here, I go, you might just need to quit.
Right.
Like, I'm just telling you right now, like, you paying your dues and you're showing up. Like, if you're 6 months in and you haven't you don't have any momentum going, it's probably a you problem, and that's okay. It's not meant for everyone. This job is not like, it's not meant for everyone, and that is okay. That's
Most
okay.
most new agents that start the business quit within 60 months.
Which they
5
should.
years.
Which
5
they should.
years.
They're not meant to be in it. That's okay. They're not meant to be in it. But the problem is, it's like at LA Fitness, which I need to cancel my LA Fitness today. But like, it's like LA Fitness. Like, they just that's why when you go to big box brokerages, they are not honest with you, and they don't really care if you do production because you're paying your monthly dues. You're a number on the chart for them. Oh, we have 200 agents here. They don't really care.
Right.
So they're not going to be honest with you.
Right.
And they're going to sell you whatever you're going to sell. But
So I have a question for you.
ask away.
Right.
Yeah.